Hi there. My name is Dr. Amit Dominic, and I'm the president and founder of Texas Prisons Community Advocates. We are a nonprofit organization that's completely volunteer run that fights for humane conditions within the Texas prisons. Within the Texas prisons right now, there is no air conditioning in the majority of their prisons. So we're talking about 70 prisons out of 100 that either have no to just partial air conditioning. When I say partial air conditioning, I mean it might be in the warden's office or in the chapel, but it's not where people are sleeping. Can you imagine sleeping and the temperatures that we're experiencing right now in Texas? We're expecting heat indices of 116 and higher next week. We're only midway through the summer. We still have the rest of July and August and September to go. And if you live in Texas, you understand that October still stays pretty hot. For decades, the Texas legislators, the state of Texas, has allowed this problem to continue. People have died with internal body temperatures as high as 106 degrees. There is very little mitigation that these individuals can actually do to keep themselves cool. So what do? Right? When it's that hot and you can't sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, because in Texas, it doesn't really cool down at night too much. And you have the additional humidity. You do things like you flood your toilet so that you can lay in toilet water, only to have that dry up within about an hour. You might have a cooling towel to wrap around your neck that you keep wet. You might have a personal fan, but in those kind of temperatures, they really don't do any good. That small little Walmart size fan, that's not going to keep you cool. It's just going to maybe dry off a little bit. This year is worse than ever with these extreme temperatures. We're getting a plethora of complaints, and what aggravates the situation even more is that the current system is down several guards. We're talking about approximately 60% down in officers working within the prison. So that means that any mitigating factors, like for example having water or ice water, are severely strained, or being able to go take a shower even in this heat. They take showers in groups, so there has to be an officer that takes them to those showers. If you can imagine with me for a little bit just the suffering that these individuals are going through, and not just the individuals in the inside, but their family members. These individuals are someone's son, they're someone's daughter, they're someone's loved one. And as the president of this organization, I'm woefully aware that by the end of the summer, I may be consoling some of them because their loved one has passed on, either due to a heat stroke or just committing suicide because of the intensity that this heat actually brings. I want to call you guys to action, please. Please help us, and please make your voice heard. This Tuesday, July 12th, the Appropriations Committee will be meeting. One of their agenda items is to discuss the possible installation of air conditioning within the TPCA facilities. I know from experience, they're not interested in putting AC in all of them at once. They think that maybe they can do this incrementally. However, that means these individuals still will continue to suffer. And we're talking about decades that this has already taken place. I'm asking you that today you reach out to the committee chair, Representative Bonnen, and you reach out to the members of that committee and you file a written testimony letting them know that you want them to get this job done and get it done finally. You want them to know that it is not okay to treat human beings with this indifference. It's not okay to violate their 8th Amendment constitutional rights. It's just not. Please let them know. Please send a written testimony or join us in a phone zap or Twitter storm today. Text them, tweet at them, hit them up on TikTok, wherever you possibly can, and tell them that you want them to make that decision for the sake of these family members who are suffering. Also, this year, what's been different is I hear a lot of officers. More of the officers are actually reaching out to a person who typically represents just the families and the incarcerated. And just so you can understand what's going on with the officers and the staff there, not only are they in that heat, but sometimes they're only carrying one water bottle. They're wearing heavy uniforms. They're dealing with individuals who are upset about it. So everyone is upset in this situation, or they're just under an additional strain. So I'm asking you today to please reach out to your representatives. Please join us in this fight. Please spread the word wherever you can. Please start doing research about this and find out the truth about how hot and how detrimental it really is in these Texas prisons. Folks, we are talking about recorded, documented temperatures in 2011 of as high as 150 degrees heat index. No one should live in those kinds of conditions. I'm going to put the link below for people to send in that comment. Also, I'm going to ask you that you help us by donating maybe some funds so we can continue to purchase cooling towels for the indigent incarcerated. It's not much, but it's what we want to at least be able to do something. Those individuals don't have family members who are helping them. They don't have anyone who can purchase those items for them. And in the state of Texas, those individuals are not getting paid. So they can't purchase them themselves. They have to rely on other individuals to purchase those things. So look below this link, and I'll put the link in there for people to go ahead and donate to purchase that particular item for us. Thank you.